Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Mel Owens got roasted by his Golden Bachelor contestants for his now controversial comments about age preferences in dating. One of the dates involved a roast. It was brutal, Mel, 66, told Glamour in an interview published Friday, August 1st. They were killing me. I can't remember all of them, but one said, "Oh, when Mel was walking with me, he was using me as a cane," he told me. "And I am from Detroit, right?" Another woman described him as doughy, squishy, square, and crusty, similar to a Detroit pizza. "It felt fantastic because I had earned it." Shortly before Mel's season of Golden Bachelor began taping in July, he made headlines by declaring that he planned to cut any woman above the age of 60 or who had an artificial joint. "My friend called me from Michigan. She's 65, I went to school with her, and she's an attorney and a rising star in the Big Ten administration. I had no idea she was a huge fan of The Bachelor," he told Glamour. "She told me, 'Mel, no. What are you doing?' She says, 'I'm reading all about it.' I had no idea it hit that severely. She says, 'You've got to right the wrong.' So I listened to her. She said, 'What you said was insensitive, and it's not who you are.'" Mel stated that when he was cast on the senior version of the dating program, he didn't know the age range. "I wasn't watching it, so I didn't know the age range. I believe the age range was 45 to 60. That's my age range," he explained. "I think those are the golden years for me. My reference point was when I was dating at 39 or 40. I hadn't dated in 26 years, so I had no idea. My dating experience dates back to when I was 39 or 40. Mel was last in a relationship with his ex-wife Fabiana, who is 19 years younger than him and has 2 sons. He is now hoping to discover the one at the Bachelor Mansion. He went on to say, "My partner could be there. Last night was a rose ceremony, and you had to make some difficult selections. You don't want to see them leave since you know their stories. It hurts." Mel Owens shifted in his seat, his shoulders stiff beneath the tailored gray jacket ABC's stylist had chosen for him. The mansion's outdoor lights glowed behind him, casting a warm shimmer over the pool, but the chill in the air wasn't from the California night. It was from the looks he'd been getting all evening, from women who had once walked in with hope and charm, now sharpening their wit for the roast segment of their group date. This was supposed to be a lighthearted way to bond, but Mel was quickly learning that these women didn't take kindly to his now infamous comments about artificial joints and age cutoffs. "I was squishy," Mel murmured to himself as he sat alone after the event, still nursing a whiskey neat. He rubbed his hand over his jaw, the stubble coarser than usual. The pizza joke had stung. "Crusty?" he repeated with a slow laugh. "I don't even like deep dish." Truth was, the roast had caught him off guard, not because he hadn't expected jokes, but because the humor had been laced with righteous fury. Eleanor, 64, had stood confidently at the podium, cocktail in hand, and said, "Mel Owens says he wants someone under 60. That's fine. I want someone with hair, knees that work, and a better understanding of public relations." The women laughed. Mel had, too, until the camera zoomed in for reaction shots and he realized they weren't just teasing. They were testing him. And he had failed the first exam before filming even began. The backlash started shortly after his casting announcement in early July. A clip from a local sports podcast surfaced, where Mel had casually remarked that he hoped his potential partners wouldn't be over 60 or have any hardware installed. The host laughed. Mel had laughed. But the women in America hadn't. ABC had gone quiet. The Bachelor subreddit exploded. Now here he was, front and center on The Golden Bachelor, feeling more like a cautionary tale than a romantic lead. "I messed up," he had told one of the producers earlier in the week, pacing his bedroom like a lawyer preparing closing arguments. "But can't I fix it? Isn't that the point of growth?" The producer had only nodded, scribbling notes. Mel had spent much of the week after the roast in damage control mode. The morning after, he requested one-on-ones with several of the contestants. Not to woo them, but to listen. First was Carla, 68, a retired orthopedic surgeon from Denver who had survived breast cancer and 2 knee replacements. She confronted him directly during their picnic on the lawn. "Why does hardware scare you, Mel?" she asked, holding a strawberry near her lips. "You're fine with bionic knees on a linebacker, but not on a woman who's lived a little?" Mel blinked. "I was ignorant," he said, sincerely. "I didn't know what I was walking into, and I based my preferences on a past that doesn't serve me anymore." Carla smiled faintly. "You're lucky this isn't surgery. You only get one shot in my oar." Then came Georgia, 63, a former Broadway actress with a sharp tongue and salt and pepper curls. She wore a yellow sundress and refused to make eye contact until Mel brought up the roast. "You called me crusty," he said, grinning. She smirked. "You are crusty." That was the gentle version. "I considered moldy, but it didn't rhyme with squishy." Mel chuckled. "Fair. But in all seriousness," she said, finally looking at him, "we've all spent decades being overlooked. You know what hurts most? That we were so excited to meet a man our age who might see us, not just tolerate us. And then your words made us feel like we were already disqualified." The words hung between them. Mel nodded slowly, the gravity of what she said finally hitting him in full. "I'm sorry," he said. "Truly. I came in here not knowing what I didn't know. But I'm here now. And I see you. All of you." The following weeks were a mix of redemption, awkward tension, and surprise connections. Mel began to understand just how far from his comfort zone he had wandered. Women like Judith, 67, who ran a meditation retreat in Sedona, helped ground him in the present. "You're not the same man who said those things," she said one night under the stars. "But you'll only prove it with your actions." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.